Hey guys, thanks for watching. So this video is more geared towards hormones and why RAWtill4 didn't work for me. So if you watched my weight gain on RAWtill4 video, you already know I went from being 123 pounds to gaining 30 pounds on RAWtill4. And these are just a few pictures of me when I was 123 pounds. I was pretty happy and healthy, as you can see. Took a lot of selfies because going from being close to 200 pounds to 123 pounds, you're going to be pretty happy about your body. So let's fast forward to 4 months on RAWtill4. And as you can see, my body totally transformed. It doesn't look anything like the pictures I just showed you. And this is a 4-month difference, guys. These are actually the only few photos I have of my body at this time because I was so embarrassed. So 30-pound weight gain in such a short amount of time. So as you guys can imagine, I got a lot of stretch marks. I had really bad cystic acne. I was having missed periods. It was pretty bad. So fast forward to 3 months off RAWtill4 when I was doing a whole foods diet. So this was after being diagnosed with PCOS. So instead of taking all the pills that were recommended, I decided to go the natural route. I've lost 16 pounds so far on a whole foods plant-based diet. Also using the book, The Womancode. In only 3 months, I've lost that weight. And I've also gotten my skin to almost back to normal, and my periods came back. So I'm really happy. So what is the RAWtill4 diet exactly? So eat plant foods only, raw fruits and greens only till 4 p.m., 1,000 calories from fruit for breakfast, 1,000 calories from fruit for lunch, big green banana smoothies for breakfast and lunch, high carb cooked dinner. For cooked dinner, eat potatoes, root veggies, rice, gluten-free pasta. Daily fat intake below 10%. Salt intake 1,000 milligrams per day. Eat whole unprocessed foods only. Avoid all oils. Big green salad with or before dinner. Eat organic foods if possible. Then you have no sweets or fruits after dinner. Eat fully raw, 1 per day. So a lot of this stuff is going to cause some major insulin spikes. So let's learn a little bit about insulin. So a little bit about insulin. So the role of insulin is to control blood sugar levels. When blood sugar levels rise, which is usually due to the carbohydrate intake, insulin is released to take up the blood sugar and move it into the muscle, fat, and liver cells to be used for energy. So if you're eating a really large amount of carbohydrates, your body's going to have a really large amount of insulin released. Many women with PCOS have insulin resistance. This means that the pancreas has to produce more insulin than it would normally be necessary to keep the blood sugars at the normal range. It is because the cells in the body have become more resistant to insulin. So you've eaten a high carbohydrate meal, so your body's already producing more insulin, and then on top of that, if you have PCOS, your body's doubling that and producing even more insulin. So this high levels of insulin, what can they cause? So they can cause increased testosterone level, which interferes with the normal development of your ovaries. And this kind of is what can cause your period problems and reduce fertility. It can cause excessive hair growth on the body and thinning of the scalp. It can cause weight gain and difficulty losing weight, and it can cause weight gain in a very short amount of time, which is why I gained 30 pounds so quickly. What's not on this list is it can also cause acne because of the increased levels of testosterone in your body. It can will cause cystic acne, and that will show up mainly around the jaw. It can spread to the cheeks depending on how bad it gets. So a little bit more about the havoc that high insulin levels are wreaking on your body. So it wreaks havoc on the body, leading to a lot of the symptoms of PCOS, like increased hair growth, weight gain, skin tags, fatty liver, and high cholesterol, polycystic ovaries, and an irregular menstrual cycle, not to mention increased hunger levels and cravings. And if you notice on RAWtill4, if you're having hormone problems, you're going to be craving a lot of fatty foods, and that's just simply because you're having problems with your blood sugar. So what can you do to lower your insulin levels? You can help lower your insulin levels naturally by eating less starches and sugars and more foods that are high in fiber and low refined carbohydrates, such as white flour and sugars. Low glycemic foods, on the other hand, don't raise your blood sugar. or insulin levels as much as foods that are high in sugar or refined carbohydrates. Exercising is another way to improve your PCOS, so fitting in at least 60 minutes, which I was doing that. And I was eating low glycemic foods as well, but if you eat a mono meal of oranges, it goes from being a low glycemic food to causing a very large spike in your blood sugar. So I'm showing you all this evidence, guys, so you don't just take my word for it. You can actually research this and you'll find exactly what I'm showing you. So generally, high GI foods have been processed to remove fiber and other nutrients, so they may be tasty, but they are high in calories while lacking in nutrients. And for someone who has PCOS, they are spiking your blood sugar and causing your symptoms to be even worse. So high GI foods, you see, they are white rice, mashed potatoes. You even have like rice cakes, muffins and cakes. So pizza would fall into this, any kind of flour. And I'm not saying that these are bad foods, but if you're trying to recover from a hormone imbalance, you don't want to be eating these foods every day. But there is a light out of at the end of the tunnel, and this is just my 5 ways to balance your hormones naturally. So if you gained weight on RAWtill4 and if you're experiencing symptoms of a hormone imbalance, here are some things you can do. So number 1, get in your healthy fats, nuts, seeds, and avocado. Don't be afraid of fats. 2, get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, which, that's just, you should always be doing that. 3, avoid toxins and chemicals, pesticides, and plastics. Try to buy all organic. That's for skincare, for your house. Try to, as the least amount of chemicals that you come into contact with, the better. Avoid simple starches, refined foods, sugars, and excessive fructose. And so when I say excessive fructose, I mean like 10 banana smoothies or fruit mono meals. Number 5, exercise gently, yoga or walking. So while your body is healing, you need to be exercising gently. You're doing more harm than good if you're killing yourself at the gym. And what's not on here is to make sure to include at least protein at every meal, whether it comes from the nuts or the seeds or from beans. And so one of the most important things is to, yes, get in the healthy fats. If you look on any website, you're going to see that they recommend eating healthy fats if you have a hormone imbalance or if you have a PCOS. Even just for weight loss in general, they're going to recommend that you eat healthy fats. Not all fat is bad, and healthy fats are essential for your PCOS diet. Essential fatty acids are really important for maintaining the cell wall, which allows nutrients in and toxins out. And so you want the toxins to be getting out the way that they're supposed to be getting out. You don't want them to pile up in your cells. They're vital for hormone balance, weight management, and fertility. So here are some more tips on managing insulin resistance. Eat whole grain foods instead of processed refined foods. Also whole grain or whole fruit instead of fruit juice or smoothies will maintain insulin and blood sugar levels. So if you're going to have a smoothie, have a couple bananas and a small amount of fruit and mostly vegetables. Eat foods that are high in fiber, as they will also cause a slower, more controlled rise in blood sugar and insulin levels. So if you're going to eat a potato, a white potato, include a lot of vegetables, and that will keep your blood sugar low. Incorporate legumes and vegetables in your diet, as they're high in fiber and nutrients and will manage your levels. Combine protein and carbohydrates, as protein helps to regulate the blood sugar spike caused by carbs. So another tip would be to eat small, healthy meals, but really that just means including snacks into your diet. Don't just carb up and eat a lot during breakfast and lunch. You need those snacks to keep your blood sugar levels stable. So that's the diet that is optimal if you have hormone imbalances. So if we look at RAWtill4 and what I was eating, 7 bananas, water, I was eating multiple oranges and dates. So that's just pure fructose, and that was just causing my blood sugar levels to go crazy. So this is precisely why this diet doesn't work for everybody. If you're already thin, you already have no skin issues, you have healthy hair, you don't have a history of hormone imbalances, this diet can work for you. But for people who have hormone imbalances, this will actually exacerbate all of the other symptoms they're having, and cause something potentially worse for me. It made PCOS come out even like more. So as you can see, this sauce, I still eat like sweet chili sauces, but I eat it with whole grains. I don't eat it with a white potato, because that's just sugar on sugar, and your body, your blood sugar levels are going to go, whoa, up and down, up and down. So this is the food that I eat on a whole foods diet, which is best for recovering your body from hormone problems. So you can see I'm eating a lot of whole grains. I use a tad bit of maple syrup and a packet of stevia. I eat my fruit whole. I eat oatmeal in the morning. There's chia seeds. There's nuts inside there. It's healthy fats. I eat beans and rice and salsa and avocado. So this is a typical bowl for lunch or dinner. As you can see, I'm eating a lot of raw vegetables. I'm eating potatoes. There's rice underneath there. And there's a tahini sauce. This is another burrito bowl. So as you can see, just stock up on those healthy vegetables and whole grains. As you can see, I still drink juice. I just have a healthy fat snack, and then I add cinnamon to it so I don't have that blood sugar spike. I'm not afraid to eat hummus anymore. You make your own. You don't need the oil. You just use a little bit extra tahini. So if I'm going to eat fruits, I put cinnamon on the top, and that really, for me, just kind of gets rid of any of the high blood sugar spikes. This is just kind of a happy meal I ate the other day. So as you can see, shredded carrots, beans, avocado, vegetables. So if RAWtill4 isn't working for you, don't just stick with it. So while RAWtill4 may work for some people, if you have hormone problems, if you have PCOS, or if you have endometriosis, steer clear and adopt a whole foods plant-based diet similar to RAWtill Whenever. And if you're curious about RAWtill Whenever, what that is, you can look up. It's basically follows Starch Solution, and it kind of incorporates a little bit more raw foods than Starch Solution does. And you can find what RAWtill Whenever is on Highcarbhannah's channel. As always, thanks for watching, guys. So if you have any questions, please feel free to comment, and I hope everyone has a blessed day.